I would say there are two main reasons. One is that our two countries are just big countries and close neighbors. We have a long border, and it is natural that we want more trade and more cooperation. And the second reason is geopolitical reason. This is the policy of the United States, which applies pressure on both Russia and China, and this pursues a hostile policy against both countries. So in this situation, both Russia and China, of course, have to cooperate to resist this pressure. I would say that both SCO and the BRICS were originated from the cooperation of Russia and China. And this is very important because, as I said, not only Russia and China are dissatisfied with the current international system in which the United States is trying to dominate, but many big countries such as Brazil, India, South Africa and others. And that's why they cooperate their actions, some within BRICS, which is a group basically cooperating on global governments and trying to get more rights or more power in global governments to non-Western countries. And SCO, which is a regional organization which manifests the cooperation between major Eurasian countries. The United States started to pursue hostile policy first against Russia, especially became clear in 2014 during the Ukrainian crisis, and then later when the United States started an economic war with China. So there was no other way out for Russia and China than to close their ranks and to cooperate even more closely to withstand this pressure from the United States. I think that in the foreseeable future, this dangerous period of international relations will continue. I call it the period of United States learning to live in a multipolar world, meaning that they should learn that there are other big countries in the world which they cannot dominate. And they cannot dictate such countries like Russia or China what kind of policy they should pursue. During this period, Russian-Chinese cooperation will be the main pillar of international stability. So Russia cannot, of course, substitute the United States as a trading partner for China completely, but it can partially substitute in some areas, for example in agriculture, especially if China invests, for example, in soya production in Russia. Russia could develop it with cooperation of China and fulfill a part of demand in China for soybeans and some other agricultural products, especially taking into consideration that Russia has a lot of territory. I think we are basically on the right track.